Sometimes you guys are going to get integrals that look like this. And I'm sure you haven't seen any integral like these in your general integrals. So how do you actually go ahead and solve these bad boys out? And well, basically, you need a different method to solve these ones out. You need to make use of something that we call integration techniques. We're basically going to learn about these 5 integration techniques, and I have this mnemonic which is called all us bros party together, which is going to include all of the techniques we're going to use. So with this A, you get your algebraic techniques. So you get your algebraic manipulations, or algebraic methods. With the U, in the us, you get your u-subs, or your u-substitution, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it u-sub for short. With B, you get your biparts. With P, you get partial fractions. And with T, you basically get your trig identities. So these are your trig identities. And we're going to be using these 5 techniques to basically help us solving these high-level complex integrals that we haven't seen before. So how do we actually do that? Well, basically, integration techniques have this main purpose. You can call this your main purpose. And the purpose is to basically have a complex integral on which you are going to apply the techniques or technique, and then basically end up with one of your general integrals, which you already know how to solve. And once you get your hands on those, then all you got to do is simply solve them out. Now, before you actually apply these techniques, I want you guys to actually take a look at the integral and basically analyze it beforehand. Realize what technique is going to give you a meaningful answer. So you have those 5 techniques: the algebraic, u-substitution, by parts, partial fractions, and trig identities. You can remember them using all us bros party together. And basically, whenever you have a complex integral, you want to think about these techniques. And think about which one of these can you apply to get a meaningful or a useful answer. And what would be a meaningful or a useful answer? Well, one that is in a general integral form, because we already know how to solve it. So we don't know complex integrals. We do know how to solve general integrals. So you want to basically simplify the complex integrals. So you basically want to see if any of these techniques is going to simplify your integral. In the next upcoming videos, we're basically going to learn what these techniques are and in what situation we need to make use of them.